there. It is Monday, and that is about all I've got as far as cheery greetings go. What's up, everybody? I'm Tara Wellman. This is Birdseeds. I talk all about the St. Louis Cardinals here on this YouTube channel and over at birdsontheblack.com. That used to be a fun thing, and then they got swept by the Cubs last weekend, and everything has been terrible since then. But they tell me that misery loves company, so grab some coffee and be miserable with me. This is about last night. Dakota Hudson started the game for the St. Louis Cardinals with a 21-minute first inning. He took 8 minutes to throw 11 pitches to the second batter of the game, and eventually he gave up 3 runs 78 hours later. I don't know what the deal is with Hudson when he has runners on base, but he slows down possibly more than anyone I have ever seen. And that honestly can't be good for his rhythm or timing as a pitcher. Plus, he's just showing no confidence in his stuff, at least not in that first frame. I don't know if maybe he and Yadier Molina aren't on the same page about what to use and when, or if Dakota's just not using it well, but it was ugly and unending, or so it seemed. When he finally did walk off the mound at the end of the frame, the Cardinals offense did a thing that it hasn't done in a couple of days. Score runs. Plural. The big bat in the middle of the lineup, Paul Goldschmidt, finally picked up another home run, and here's hoping that takes the weight of the world off of his shoulders, because it had been a while for him, and that ball was crushed too, which is never a bad thing to see. A few batters later, a wild pitch tied it, and then a base hit gave them the lead, and I was suddenly thinking I should have been more strong in my 14-12 prediction from the day before. I just didn't predict the part where it was going to take 6.5 hours. Hold on. Actually, Hudson pretty much shut things down from there, which is great, but also a little troubling when someone tries to decide what to do with him and the rotation spot that he holds. Is the first inning and his absurd lefty-righty splits reason enough to decide the Hudson experiment should be put on hold at least for now? Or is what he did in innings 2 through 6 enough to support the firm belief that the organization has shown in him so far? I honestly don't know, but a starting pitcher that implodes early and then shuts it down once the pressure is off, it's a tough sell, although not entirely unusual, but it's hard when you have guys like Austin Gompert, Daniel Ponce de Leon, and Ryan Helsley mowing down AAA hitters for Memphis. Decisions will have to be made at some point, I am sure, but Hudson makes it a little bit harder when he does this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing within the same game. For a moment or two, though, everything looked like the Cardinals would even the series, pull off the comeback, and save Hudson from himself. Jose, all he does is hit Martinez, launched a 2-run bomb in the second to put the Cardinals up by 3, and then Marcel, falling off the wall gave me superpowers Ozuna, earned an outfield assist on an out at the plate to keep the Pirates from taking back a run. Yes, you heard that right. Marcel Ozuna threw someone out at the plate. The tag by Molina was a huge help, and the late slide by the runner made it all possible, but Ozuna not bouncing a throw past third base is kind of amazing. Progress. Sort of. Because he's also ice cold at the plate right now. Stu Stiles, who writes the best of the best recaps at birdsontheblack.com, tweeted out some stats late last night that are disheartening, to say the least. Since May 2nd, he's batting .154 with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. He has a home run, a double, and 5 RBI, but a total weighted runs created plus of 28. League average is 100. Since his torrid stretch in the second week of April, Marcell Ozuna is grounding into outs 22% more, and his hard hit percentage is down from 60% to 41%. That's not great. As much as I've talked about Matt Carpenter and Paul Goldschmidt struggling, the change in Ozuna is really the difference right now between the Cardinals' offense being good and being bad. Not to throw it all on his shoulders, but I'm just saying. Also bad, though, a bullpen blow-up. Tyler Webb started the 7th inning with a walk and a hit by pitch. He was followed by John Brebbia, and his sub-1 ERA came in and promptly served up a 3-run game-tying homer. And then Martinez showed why he's unfortunately still hard to handle as a defensive player, and a misplay in right field turned into a double, which then turned into 2 more Pirates runs. Bullpen's gonna bullpen. Am I right? Look, I'm not panicking about Brebs. He's been pretty spectacular. Tyler Webb, not so much. But these kind of games are going to happen to everyone, and the Cardinals have largely avoided them so far. It was only a matter of time before the bullpen got in on the let's do everything bad this week theme. And that was all she wrote for the Cardinals offense, who didn't do any damage outside of the first 2 innings. And so, that is the story of the St. Louis Cardinals falling to the Pittsburgh Pirates in Game 4 of the series by a score of 10-6, and dropping their 2nd consecutive series, both at home. Not a lot of good news, bad news happening this time. That was a brutal week. Do better this week, Cardinals. That's all I got. See you Wednesday.